Hello, Holy Cross community. It's Laura Nelson, the hospitality coordinator at the Campion House, and I'm here with my kitchen assistant, who you'll see a lot of in the Home X series, where we're asking our alum and faculty and staff who have younger kids at home to turn the screens off, end of the day, remote learning, put it away, and join us in the kitchen to cook some simple dishes. And so this is my daughter. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Margot, and I am 10 years old, and I'm in the 6th grade. But how old are you?
Oh, well, I'm not in any grade anymore, and I'm 40-something, we'll say, okay?
40-something.
So Margot is going to help me out during this whole series, which I'm excited about, because you've sort of discovered the kitchen in the past couple years. You started out with just sort of frying some eggs in the morning, but let me ask you, do you like your mom's cooking?
I really like your cooking. Yes, I do. I enjoy it.
Not everything, but do you have a favorite dish?
Not everything. My favorite dish is definitely the tortilla.
Oh, the potato egg dish that we make? Tortilla Española. We should add that. Let's add that to the list of things that we're going to make on our Home X series. Okay, so your favorite dish is my tortilla Española. I know you like some other things, though. You like tofu.
I love tofu. Oh, I love tofu.
And Margot, you are a vegetarian.
Yes, I am a vegetarian.
So some other younger people that are joining in, they may be vegetarians or have some allergies. So we can definitely, I have a gluten allergy, so we definitely cook to a gluten allergy. And Margot's a vegetarian. We're pretty much all vegetarians now, and eat some fish.
Yeah. So I don't really eat fish, but she eats fish sometimes, but I'll eat it just in case I need energy, but it's rare. But
you like some tuna fish sometimes.
That's like in once a year.
Okay. All right, well, what is something that you really want to learn to make in the kitchen?
I think something that I really want to learn to make in the kitchen is like my favorite dish.
Oh, you want to make it with me? Because I don't know if you've ever made it with me. So again, that's the tortilla Española. So I guess we're going to roll that one out. If you could eat one meal, and you can say if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then exactly what it is, one meal for the rest of your life, think about it. What would it be?
I think it'd be a dinner meal, and it'd be like sort of nearing dessert.
Okay.
It'd be like a healthy-ish meal, but it'd be like, I think it'd be tofu, because I really like tofu. I think it'd be like tofu and that peanut butter dressing you made.
I was gonna say, oh my gosh, maybe we have to put that on there too. So Margot loves this dish that I make that is, it's pan-fried tofu, and then you do a tahini dressing. So maybe we could add that. That's like a bowl, with rice and tofu and broccoli.
Oh yes.
So
I love broccoli.
Okay, I had another tofu dish in mind, but maybe we do that one. All right, we'll get to that.
She makes really good, this peanut buttery, dressing.
Well, it's tahini, so it's sesame seed, but you can use peanut butter, too. But tahini has a similar texture to peanut butter. It's very smooth and creamy like a peanut butter. Okay, so we need to add that. Oh, no, you're going to ask me a question?
Laura, what is your favorite dish that you've made?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I have to make a confession that when people ask me, can you share that recipe that you made, a week ago? And I know I've forgotten about it already, honestly. Unless I've shared it in a group, in a cooking group, I often forget about them because I like to try so many recipes. And there are, a sacred few probably that I hold on to and do over and over again.
She forgets it. She just forgets it.
Well, I love
that happens.
Part of my love for cooking is exploring and finding new recipes and new ways to make things healthier and new takes on comfort food and things like that. So I like to tinker and play in the kitchen and also just really go through so many magazines and cookbooks and online resources, blogs, and find new ways to make the same thing or new ways to cook tofu or fish or whatever it is. But I like the exploration and the sort of the digging process of it. That's maybe my science background comes through.
So I have another question for you.
Oh my goodness, okay. Didn't know there were so many questions.
Would you say that we like your gluten-free dishes?
Well, gluten-free baking, are you talking about, or cooking? Because cooking we don't really have any baking.
Would you say that you...
Well, gluten-free baking can be hard, especially with baking breads can be a little bit more difficult because you can't develop that chewiness that what you get with the gluten in flour. So you don't always like all of the things that I make gluten-free, but I would say the gluten-free flours, sometimes I make things and you guys don't even know. I have a son too, Lewis, who is 9 and he's in 4th grade. So sometimes you guys, I make gluten-free. You know those we had breakfast for dinner last night. Do you guys ever do that? Those were gluten-free.
Really?
Waffles. Yeah, and you said they were the best waffles ever, so okay.
I thought the ones that you had were gluten-free.
Yeah, well, I tricked you.
Is that why you didn't?
I'm going to ask you another question because you've asked me a couple. What do you like about being in the kitchen? Like, what feelings do you have? Like, why are you drawn to cooking, baking, being in the kitchen?
Well, I think since school started, it's been much more fun and relaxing, and it makes me really happy to be in the kitchen because I'm with you, and I don't get to see you like all day.
We see each other all the time. Oh, but you're on the screen for remote learning. Yes. We are together a lot.
We're together for at least maybe 7 months, and you've gotten stressed, honey.
Oh,
so
well, that's a good thing to point out. A lot of people are feeling that, and even kids are feeling that because it's a different routine.
And the kitchen is sort of just like a relaxing area you can be, because you just get to bake, and then you can tell, like, because we tell.
Sometimes we put music on.
Yeah, we put music on, and we tell if Daddy and LD don't want to bake, we tell them to get out of the kitchen because we want to be alone.
Although the men are always welcome in the kitchen. But, I mean, we definitely enjoy...
But they say that they don't want to bake, so...
But you know what they do? They enjoy what we make. So we really do. And I think what you're coming down to, and it's the same thing for me, is that cooking and baking for not only your family but friends, it's a way to share love. And cooking is sort of like an art, cooking and baking. Like, you're creating something that you can say to someone, here, I made this for you, just for you, not for anybody else, and I want you to enjoy it and enjoy it with me. And I think that's why we enjoy our time around the dinner table and enjoy the time in the kitchen. All right, so you've gotten a sneak peek into your chef and your sous chef, my assistant, and I wanted to just throw out some ideas that we are going to cover in home ec. Some recipes that we want to tackle together and that I think are good that will please younger chefs and younger taste buds, and also be recipes they're not too difficult, not too many steps. So one thing for breakfast that Margot loves is some mini egg quiches. So I will be doing some mini egg quiches, probably of the broccoli cheddar variety.
And they don't always have to be for breakfast. Sometimes they can be for snack or they can be for lunch. They're very filling.
They're high protein, and you just basically keep them in the fridge, and you can heat them up or you can eat them cold. It's a little quiche with some veggie and cheese. Yeah. And then another thing that my kids love, and instead of going out for it, I make it at home. They love avocado, and sometimes avocado and cucumber sushi rolls.
I like the avocado more.
Just the avocado, okay. So in here we will do some sushi rolls, or some, not sushi, but what's the name for when it's not the fish?
Not the fish?
Well, anyway, avocado cucumber rolls. We're going to do those. And sometimes it's hard to make those. I'll show you some tricks of the trade that I've learned at home. It is apple season right now, so how can we cannot not make an apple dish. So we're going to do an apple crisp, a really easy apple crisp with some vanilla ice cream on the side.
We all love apples. It's like we went picking.
Well, LD doesn't like apples anymore. But
LD doesn't like apples because he's afraid of them.
But we're lucky to live around a lot of orchards, so we definitely, when it's the time of the year, we pick those fresh apples, and we like to bake with them, right?
Yeah.
And then one more thing, it's going to be a tofu dish, but now I'm sort of thrown because I was going to do something that I and the kids like called Manchurian Tofu, which is a tofu mix with some strangely ketchup, but it gives it a tangy flavor, and it's with cauliflower served over rice. Or we could do the bowl that we were talking about. So fried tofu with the sesame, the tahini dressing. So You want to do that one? We'll do that one.
We'll
Okay.
do that one.
Maybe we'll throw in the Manchurian for another thing. And then
And we added to our list.
we added to our list. So what do we add?
We add the tortilla.
Tortilla española.
I forgot how to say it.
So really, it is
Espinola.
a fancy way to mix eggs and potato and sort of fry it. Like you cook it all in one pan and you put it in the oven.
And
So it's a one pot
It
dish.
sort of comes out like, not like looking like a pie, but in the shape of a pie. So you can cut it and you get like little slices, and you can put ketchup on the top, and it's delicious.
And
and I want it right now.
it's well known for being a tapas at Spanish restaurants. So it's a great dish that's loved by all different ages.
Oh, and another thing that we could do
another one.
is we could do like an apple like oatmeal dish.
Yes, we could do oatmeal. Yeah.
Or we could not do that. We could just tell them about it.
Yeah, I mean, we could add on more, but I wanted to give you sort of in this sneak peek of what's coming up on Home Ec some ideas that are forthcoming, and that Margot and I will cook in our kitchen, which is in the other room. You'll see plenty of it. So I hope you enjoyed learning more about myself and my daughter Margot, and you will see us in the kitchen every Thursday. Some weeks we have our Turn the Table series for current students to cook for their families at home. And then on the other Thursday, we have our Home Ec class. So I hope we see you soon. Have a great day.
Bye.